YouTube. Welcome to KJ's Kitchen. I am KJ. I am 14 years, a master fitness trainer, a fitness nutrition specialist, and most important to me, I'm a happy mom serving up healthy meals from my kitchen to yours every Wednesday here live on Facebook at 12 o'clock Eastern Time. So I love to bring practical, delicious meals, snacks, passing dishes, desserts, everything for your family to start up-leveling your health. Way too often when you have to get into a good health routine, people think straight elimination. Well, that's not the way you're going to get there. You need consistency and things you're gonna enjoy to eat, and that's what I love to bring you. Today, in lieu of our holiday tomorrow, Independence Day, which most of us are going to see family or friends or hosting a party, grilling and barbecuing, and most often it comes with bringing a passing dish if your hosts are doing it right. So I'm bringing you an amazing passing dish today that is not your typical salad, and nor, well, it's actually a pasta salad, but because I infuse so much greatness in it, it's not typical at all. And we're actually gonna start with one of the amazing, great ingredients, which is the kale. And I do suggest getting local. This is from New Roots Farms, we do a CSA, a crop share, and we just got this yesterday in our CSA. It's delicious. So the reason I choose kale is that it's hearty green. So if you are making this in advance, because I'll be using this for my party tomorrow as my passing dish. So if you are making this in advance, kale's gonna hold up. If you choose spinach, you would wanna make it day of, because I've done this salad as spinach as well. So either one, you can use spinach or you can use kale. If you're making it in advance, you're gonna go with kale. And you're gonna go, depending on what kind of kale you're choosing, some of it already comes pre-cut. I'm choosing three sprigs, three stalks, 3 stalks of kale. I kind of have my children here for the day, so let me get out one of my ingredients because I didn't have it out. So they are upstairs, hopefully staying nice and quiet during this segment. When it comes to kale, you got a really thick rib here, the spine, and I'd like you to trim away that spine. We don't eat the spine. Even when I'm cooking kale, I do not suggest you eating this thick, hard, and crazy spine. I'm gonna cut all 3 spines off before doing my chopping. And when it comes to kale served raw, when you're cooking it, you can just saute it however you're gonna get it on. You can bake it as kale chips. Those are fantastic. I've shared a recipe of mine once before for kale chips. I should bring it to KJ's Kitchen and share you my kale chips. But if you're eating kale raw, what you need to remind yourself is that it is so tough. It's like a very thick and heavy green and not super easy on digestion if you're not going to do it mindfully. So I'm going to teach you today about massaging kale. Who doesn't love a good massage? Well, kale loves a good massage. I am cutting this kale ultra thin, okay? Super ultra thin, 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 thin. Cutting it one direction thin. I'll show you how tiny this is when I get there. Mindful of my fingers, I almost made a finger salad 2 weeks ago, chopping away for the family dinner and almost cut my finger off. Healed so fast. We're gonna blame that on the telomere support, cellular support that I just started taking a few months ago. I mean, it almost cut off my entire fingernail. It cut so deep, and now my finger doesn't even have a divot, and it was split open for a good 2 weeks. So rock on with that. So this is how skinny I'm making it. Super skinny. Yeah, super thin. And I'll go in the other direction because the kale's not the highlight. The kale is not the salad. I got a lot of highlights in this one for you. So I'm making these it almost is so tiny and fine. It's like another herb you're adding. It's so itty bitty bitty. Okay, almost there. Micro chopping my kale. Get my kale chop chop. All right, it looks nice and small. And if some of them are not small, that's fine too. Because who doesn't like a good bite of kale? If you don't like kale, you're definitely using spinach, but you can prep the salad in advance. Just don't add the spinach till day of, because the spinach will wilt if you are putting this in the fridge and saving it for next day. Here we go, scoop up the rest of my kale. So you can see I'm starting with a base, 3 sprigs of kale. And to massage it, I'm going for just good, tasty olive oil. Not too much, just enough to wet it, and I am gonna get my hands a little messy here and massage, literally. I'm like moving it through my hands and massaging. This is the first step because you got a good empty bowl here, and the longer the kale sits with the olive oil, the softer and more tender it gets, the better you are going to digest it and receive the nutrients, and the better it is going to do when chewing it, because kale, being so thick, can also be pretty tough to chew. So massaging. You might want to massage this for maybe a minute, maybe up to 3 if you're really feeling frisky. And here we go. I think that you're gonna see the color change, and it takes up less space. No longer is this fluffy and taking up half a bowl. Instead, it is like lining the bottom of the dish. And I got a good handful of kale right here. And I can hear my children. Welcome to the KJ house, the dry fall to home when the kids are home, off from preschool. Okay. And just wipe it up with a dry rag. You know I'd be using the sink if there was one nearby. And now I'm going to just give her a good dose of salt. I salt my salad, so that was maybe like a ½ teaspoon of salt right there. Just sprinkling that on. Let's go to our next prep step. All the rest is just toss it in, easy stuff. So I'm showing you the hardest prep first. We're gonna be putting pine nuts in. If you're not familiar with pine nuts, the Italian word would be pignoles. Pignoles? Anyone Italian? Can you give me a thumbs up if I said that right? Pignoles. 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 Anyway, I haven't brushed up on my Italian in a while. These are raw, but I promise you they taste better when they're roasted, especially in a salad. And here we go with a ½ cup of pine nuts, okay? And I'm gonna get my heat on to about a medium heat. And the pan I'm using is a nonstick. I know, I really do appreciate things like cast iron and copper and all that, but I'm also not one to constantly keep investing in redoing my pans. I just make sure I never ever use metal or anything that will scratch, because once you've scratched the Teflon or whatever it's called, it will then leach chemicals into your food. So if you have these nonstick pans, don't you ever touch metal into the pan, because then you got a toxic kitchen. All right, I'm picking up a couple pine nuts that fell because, oh, they're so good, I don't want to miss any. And I'm popping in my ½ cup of pine nuts into the pan and shaking it up so that they're one layer. I'm even using the base of this to just make sure they're one layer. It only takes a couple minutes to roast pine nuts. In the middle of my segment, so I'm back if that paused. That was my husband hollering. Let's get another favorite ingredient out. Fire roasted red peppers. Okay, this one's from Trader Joe's. You can pick them up anywhere. And you can even do your own fire roasting if you are so talented and great to do that. I really don't do that myself. I always buy the jarred stuff. Hate to say it. And we're gonna take a good, look at this pepper, how beautiful it is, right? That's about a ½ of a pepper there. We're gonna take 2 of those. Whoop, so it probably is the equivalent to 1 red pepper, right? Of course, that one's ginormous, so he might get cut. Boo-doop. He might get cut, so he's a ½ pepper. And I'm gonna pop that guy back in there. And I'm gonna finely dice these as well. Getting that in to the salad while the pine nuts are roasting or toasting, however you want to call it, roasting, toasting. And if you don't love peppers, you can skip this part, that's fine. You might even opt to use a fresh sweet pepper if you prefer that flavor over the fire roasted, but I tell you what, this is so good. And texturally adds an awesome texture to the salad itself because they're soft, they don't have that crunch. Here we go. And next item is mozzarella. So you will see very soon as I put this together how this might resemble something you're used to in an Italian menu. This, my dear friends, is fresh mozzarella. Again, it's from Trader Joe's. This has been a Trader Joe fest for this recipe here. Fresh is very soft. Unlike the hard mozzarella, like the stuff you would shred and put on your pizza, fresh has a very different consistency, and it's amazing when topped and used fresh, you know, rather than cooking it. If you're gonna cook this on a pizza, you're gonna see it like in rounds. This would be the type of pizza, the type of cheese. If you order a Caprese salad on an Italian menu, and you have the layer of tomato, basil, mozzarella, drizzled with olive oil, because it's so soft. Like amazing. I'm cutting it about a 1/4 inch. Again, this is a salad. What I love about salads, I love chopped salads. Things that when you take one bite, you're getting everything in one bite. So I keep my salads chopped fine and not like big old chunky clunky pieces, and you have to dig for the good stuff. I want the good stuff in every bite. So lots of thin slices here. Check my pine nuts. You don't want these puppies to burn. They will change color and get a little richer yellow because they're kind of an off-white at first. So just keep an eye. So I've cut my thin rounds. Now I'm going long, kind of like I did with the kale. And this will not be a uniform cut. Now, if you don't enjoy the fresh mozzarella, texturally, I couldn't imagine taste-wise, like it tastes so good. Can't imagine why you wouldn't like the taste. If you don't love it, use traditional mozzarella, the harder, firmer kind. And that will be a little bit more uniform when cutting it. Here we go. It's gorgeous. Got a lot of cheese going on in here. And for size-wise, if you aren't at Trader Joe's, I'm using 8 ounces of the mozzarella. And I'm putting all of it in there. We're not skimping on this delight here. Whoop. Okay, almost there. These pine nuts are almost toasted up, looking good. Smelling good. The aroma is coming out. You'll smell them as well. They're starting to turn color. Let's talk about, this is a pasta salad, but not your traditional. Pasta salad is so common at a barbecue or a passing dish because pasta is affordable, and it is definitely can help you stretch a salad, and people who don't love their vegetables are typically going to love a pasta salad because they get pasta. Now, this is not your typical pasta. I want to share with you, and I already cooked it. You're just going to cook it based on the bag. Again, hi Trader Joe's. This is red lentils. Ingredient, organic red lentils. Yeah. So it's a 1 ingredient pasta. And what I love about this versus, like a brown rice or quinoa pasta is it holds up. That's why it's amazing in pasta salads. My kids love it, just even nibble on it. It's firm like a regular wheat pasta because a lot of the gluten-free ones get gummy and they stick together. They are not good for pasta salad. These are firm. If I can show you how much they hold up. And they taste amazing. They taste amazing even on their own. My kids will snack on these even if they come out of a Tupperware from the fridge and just eat it cold and dry. They are so amazing. And what we're doing is punching in 13 grams of protein per serving. That's 3/4 cup serving. And there are 6 servings in this bag. Okay, 6 times 13. Can you do that math? 78. 78 grams of protein I'm pumping into this salad here. Plant-based protein. Pine nuts are there. I think I did it. Maybe 1 minute longer. Oh, they smell so good. I'm just gonna fan them out again. 1 more minute. This is the entire bag of lentil pasta. Like I said, it holds up, it doesn't stick together. Delightful, right? And tomato. This tomato, these are grape tomatoes. You could do cherry tomatoes. Really go for organic. I got a little hand here who wants a tomato.
Yummy.
Organic, always. These are from Trader Joe's grape tomatoes. This is a 16-ounce bin, but I'm only using about half. So you're gonna get an 8-ounce if you have the choice of small or large container. And if you're making this day of, by all means, cut those tomatoes in half, stretch it out. If you're making this in advance, you could keep them whole or just add it day of. For the sake of being on camera and wanting you to see how beautiful this salad is, I'm actually cutting them in half. Guys, keep your tomatoes out on the counter if you don't already. I'm gonna save you, and you're gonna love a tomato when you keep it out of the refrigerator. The refrigerator not only, in my opinion, sucks the flavor out of the tomato, but it does not, it stops the enzymes. So you're never going to get the ripest, most delicious tomato if you're popping them in the refrigerator. This one's huge. Whoa, do you want that one, sis? It's huge. No. Okay, I don't have it.
Yummy.
We'll sub it out for another small guy. Again, no need for uniformity, but we'll keep it that way. 8 ounces of cherry or grape tomatoes. Okay, boom. Almost there. Woo, look at these pine nuts. They're perfect. Turn off the heat.
Mommy.
So by the time I'm done chopping my salad, my pine nuts are beautifully toasted or roasted, whatever you want to say.
Mommy.
And we're dropping those puppies in there.
Excuse me, Mommy.
Yes, sweetie.
Well, can I have salad but with no walnuts and no dressing?
You got it. These are pine nuts.
And 1 pineapple or peppers.
Okay, last but not least, guys, we are almost there. So I had already kind of spilled the beans when I mentioned caprese salad, right? So I don't have a name for this. I made it for a friend's baby shower a few months back. But if I were to put a name on it, it might be the caprese pasta salad. But instead of layering basil in here, which is a possibility, if you're eating fresh caprese, it's just layers of tomato, fresh mozz, and basil. I'm going for pesto. This pesto is now going to be actually the dressing in this salad.
I don't like salad or dressing.
Okay, sis.
I just have a plate.
And I'm gonna use the entire jar. This is a 6.7-ounce jar. They sell it at Trader Joe's, yes, but this one in particular, I can see by the label, comes from Aldi's, Trader Joe's sister.
Mommy.
Here we go. Sis, thank you for your input, but you're not my guest today. I asked you if you wanted to be, so just let Mom finish up. We're almost there.
I want to be it.
Okie doke, guys. We're just gonna toss this up. Look at that. It is a heavy bowl of nourishing pasta. And when we infuse it with that kale, you up-level the health. When you substitute a traditional wheat pasta, something very glutinous, for a high, rich protein, vegetable-based, vegetable-based, lentil is a legume. It is going to be the healthiest option you're gonna have. Much more than just a brown rice pasta. Rice doesn't offer us much nutrition. It does avoid the gluten, don't get me wrong, but it does not offer up the nutrition. Okay, you wanna check this out? Woo! It is beautiful. Maybe a couple more tosses. Make sure my pesto gets fully covered. Okay, I'll have everyone at home check this out. Take a look.
Mommy, it does look beautiful.
It does. Okay, look at that pasta salad. Now the pasta itself has that little like orangish tint, but even whole wheat pasta has like a goofy brown tint. Is that beautiful? All right, I'm going for a little taste test. Okay. I'm gonna drop a little in here. You might put this into a really pretty glass bowl if you're hosting the party and glass is okay to be out, or you're gonna keep it in plastic if you're outdoors, much for safety. Just gonna sample out this salad. And again, salt and pepper to taste if you choose. If you want a little heat, you could always add heat too, just like you would any Italian dish. But this is perfection.
I know it's gonna taste good, remember?
That noodle holds up. It brings in an amazing texture. Knowing that it's healthy, you don't feel so guilty eating pasta. And that pesto sauce that boosts the salt, you know, always salt your salad, is an amazing combination. And this will be a party pleaser. People will be like, wow, who made that pasta salad? I promise it will wow your crowd. I know what I'm having for lunch today. If this served you well, come here, sis.
Okay.
You do like pesto. Wow, child approved. If this recipe served you, please do all the things to share the love. You might give me some of these beautiful hearts. You might share this on your wall. You might tag a friend who you know this pasta salad could help them and their family as well. I wish you all a blessed Independence Day. If you're making this for your Independence Day parties, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you all. I'll be posting the active link. If you want to be subscribed to my newsletter, which is just my original recipes to your inbox once a week, you'll use that link. If you're already subscribed, no need to do it again. You will be getting this recipe in your inbox. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful holiday. We'll see you again next week live in KJ's Kitchen. Have a great Wellness Wednesday. Bye.